Tamsin. Over the next couple of episodes, we're going to be showing you our go-to carnivore recipes.
Welcome to Kicking It Keto.
About the fact that you just completed another month of carnivore, and I actually just wanted to know more about why you actually decided to do it in the first place.
So the first time I did carnivore, I was pretty skeptical, I'm not gonna lie, but my coach at the time, Ben Azadi, had just finished 40 days carnivore and seen incredible results. So I decided to give it a go. I still had 5 kilos to lose to get to my goal weight, and I thought that might be the kickstart I needed to start losing weight again. I'd been on about a 3-month stall. And not only did I lose all 5 kilos that month, but I felt healthier than I ever have.
So that was last year, September.
Yeah.
Right? I remember actually seeing the results after that. Okay, cool. So you've decided to do this now every year?
Yeah, every year for 30 days, basically a gut healing protocol just to keep my system running well and stay healthy. You can do longer if you want to. I think between 30 and 90 days is a good amount.
Fantastic. I'm so excited to do this recipe. I've actually been looking forward to trying this with you all week. So let's get to making our meatza.
Awesome.
So Kimi, for people who are watching and actually don't know what it is, could you just explain a little bit, or even for myself, because I don't completely understand carnivore yet as well. So can you just explain what it is?
Sure. So there's different kinds of carnivore, but basically all it is sticking to eating meat and animal products only. So no veggies and no products that come from a plant, basically.
Okay, and why would you avoid the plant products?
So plants have what they call anti-nutrients in, and the reason for that is it's a plant's natural defense mechanism. So when an animal would eat that plant, it would get discomfort and it wouldn't want to eat it again. So those anti-nutrients are things like oxalates and they actually poke holes in our guts and cause conditions like leaky guts and IBS and stuff like that.
Okay, so basically carnivore is just going to give your guts a little bit of a break from digesting that. Okay, awesome. And then also for people who don't know what it is, can you explain what a meatza is? Because I was having a conversation with a friend the other day and I was like, we're making a meatza in our next episode, and she was like, what the heck is meatza?
So a meatza is basically a pizza made entirely from meat. Today we're going to use chicken mince, but you can use beef mince or lamb or whatever you have. I just find the chicken mince gives a really nice consistency and it's quite similar to a regular pizza base.
For this week's episode, you're going to need 450 grams of chicken or beef mince, about a cup of mozzarella, a cup of cheddar, 1 egg, and then your topping. Today we're going to be using a little bit of ham, but you could top it with whatever you like.
Awesome, so we have used chicken mince for today's meatza. I do think it gives the best consistency, but you can use any meat mince of your choice. So you're going to put your mince in a bowl and then add your egg.
So the chicken mince, I remember you saying this one tasted the most like actual pizza.
Yeah, it gives the consistency of a proper pizza base. The beef mince can tend to be a little bit crumbly.
Okay, cool. So then I'm going to put that in, and then can I just add the cheese?
Yeah, so not both, just the cheddar cheese. You could use other cheese as well if you want to experiment with different flavors.
Can you imagine putting like blue cheese or something in this?
That would be really good.
Pretty yummy.
And then your salt. If you are doing flexible carnivore, you could add other seasonings like herbs and spices as well, but we're just going to use salt today.
Okay.
Then you want to mix that really well.
Too short to mix this. Have to be on my tippy toes to see what's in the bowl.
We're going to have to get you a step.
And you have to just redo this next time.
Maybe. Okay, and once it's really well mixed, you're going to shape it into a pizza on a parchment-lined baking tray. It's really important that it's parchment paper, not wax paper, or it'll stick.
Okay, so I'm the clumsy one out of the two of us. So unless our producer Ryan wants more bloopers, I think that you should the tray. So what temperature do we put the oven at?
It's on 200.
And you just preheat it before you put the stuff in, right? Okay, cool.
And your base is going to go roughly 10 to 15 minutes until it's lightly golden on top.
And how thick is that a preference thing, how thick it is, or?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make it thicker, it's just going to have to cook for longer. So I would say it's probably about 1.5 centimeters thick.
Okay. Well, I suppose also the thicker it is, the more meaty it's going to be. It's not really going to be the pizza texture.
Exactly. If you were doing keto and you wanted to make this, you could put a tomato sauce on top as well, but obviously for carnivore you won't do that.
So if you put the tomato sauce, you'll pre-cook this and then add it when you add your toppings.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be good.
Awesome. So let's pop this in the oven.
So after about 15 minutes, you're going to take it out the oven, and it should be going brown around the edges, but not completely cooked.
Okay, and then we're going to add our toppings.
Yes. So you're going to top it with about a cup of mozzarella.
Okay, and do you put the mozzarella first?
And then on top of that, you'll put whatever meat toppings you've chosen.
OCD.
Sorry.
It's okay, that's why we're friends.
Yes.
Obviously, you don't need to put like too much meat because the pizza's already made out of meat. This is just more for flavor.
Exactly. And if you are doing flexible carnivore again, here you could add some extra herbs and spices if you wanted to.
Or if you're doing keto, you could add your tomato and you could add your like feta and olives. Okay.
Cool. And then you're going to pop it back in the oven until it gets nice and golden and bubbly on top.
So normally how long do you put this in for once you've added your toppings?
It's roughly about 10 minutes, but just wait until it's golden and bubbly on top.
That looks amazing.
It does look really good.
This.
Just be careful when you slide it over because it is going to be super hot.
Okay, and I don't want to add to our blooper reel, so also. Amazing.
Okay, I'd let it stand for a few minutes before you slice it, just to let the cheese sort of settle and harden a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit difficult to lift.
Well, I suppose also to eat it, but then it's going to be meaty.
It's going to be messy.
And I want pizza. I want meatza. That's my theme song this week. I want pizza.
So once your pizza has stood for a few minutes for the cheese to harden, you're going to slice it.
This looks really, really good. I actually can't believe that this has no spices or herbs, and it's such a simple recipe.
Can't wait for you to try it, friend.
So, I mean, you could incorporate this like once a week into your keto regime.
It can be your fake away Friday.
Oh yeah, instead of eating pizza, you can have a pizza.
I'm cutting the slices pretty small because you'll be surprised how filling this is.
Well, I can imagine because it's a lot of protein.
Exactly.
And I can imagine that this also helps you hit your protein macro if you are doing keto.
It does.
I find sometimes that's a little hard for me to hit.
It is, and especially on carnivore because now you're predominantly focused only on protein.
Yeah.
And you'll see the base holds together really well like a regular pizza.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's hot. It's still hotter than I thought it was going to be.
And what do you think?
Oh my god. Can you move in with me so you're making this every week?
For sure.